Hi everyone, so we have our form all set. We just need to make this into a quiz. So you want to come up into the settings icon, kind of like a gear, and then you can see these options under general. There are three options here, and it is up to you what you would like to select or not select. And then the presentation, do you want a progress bar, especially if it's a longer quiz or form to fill out? Shuffle the order and show the link to submit another response. And then quizzes, here's what we want to do. We want to make sure, and again, this always comes up here, we want to make sure that this is a quiz. The one thing I like to do, unless it's an all multiple choice or true false test, I like to make sure that it's later after manual review. You'll see why in a little bit. And then respondents can see these items right here. I'm going to select save. And now we need to actually go into the question that you would like to have graded. So I'm going to select in here, and I'm going to select answer key. When I select answer key, you're going to see the number of points allotted. So let's just make this a 5-point question. I was playing around with this earlier, so I made them all 10, but you can simply make them all the correct answers or just the one. You'll see the check there. You can scroll down. In this case, what we want to do is it is an open-ended question, which we'll see how to grade in a little bit. Again, I had this selected as 10 points earlier. I'm going to leave it at 10 points. And you cannot select the correct answer. I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. And then down here again, we're going to select answer key. And let's make this one worth 5 points as well. The correct answer is Venus. So we have that all set up. There's your quiz. And now what I like to do is just kind of go up and see what it looks like from my point of view. And to actually, I'm going to show you what it looks like should a student take this. So we did have the email thing selected here. So I'm just going to type this in, bdlmethacton.org, and my name is Brad. And select next. And you can see how nice it is just to have just these questions come up on one page, which I talked about in my previous video. Now, what is 2 plus 2? You can see right away that it is worth 5 points. I'm going to select 4. Tell me one thing you learned. See, oh, it's a 10 points. So one thing, one thing I learned, and I'm just going to go ... Okay. And then in this one, I'm going to select next again. And this is the last question. What is the name of the planet shown below? It is Venus. So I am going to submit. Okay, the response has been recorded. And as the owner of the form, I can now see that one response has been collected. All right. Now, you can see that B. Dale answered it. He got 10 out of 20 so far, but the only reason I had 10 out of 20 is because this one in here was not graded. So you need to go in and you need to actually check that. So I'm going to go into the individual, and you can see these items here at 10 out of 20. This is the first one. If I had another person to respond or another participant, you could just go into the next participant. And the score has not been released yet because I need to go in and come up here and say, hey, please watch this video. Okay, so one thing I learned was, I'm going to say, you know what, that was a good answer. It was great. And I'm going to do individual feedback. Please, nice job. Please remember, and I'm just going to leave it at that. And I'd fill out a little bit more. I'm going to select save here and then save down here. Once I do that, you see that the score is now 18 out of 20. And because I have graded that open-ended, I can now release the score. When I select release score, you can see the email, and I could write a message should I like. It's optional. Send email, release. The score has been released. It tells you when you released it with this nice little check-in here, and an email will come up for the respondent. So this should be coming up right in here. This is one I worked on earlier. We'll come back to this in a second. It should be coming. There it is. Okay. So you can see 18 out of 20. Oh, nice. I want to see it. So I click on view. So yeah, 18 out of 20. All right. I answered that one right. Oh, individual feedback. You can see it's right in here just for that person. So it is nice to see. One of my favorite features in Google is definitely forms. And if you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be more than happy to come in and help you out. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye-bye.